Oh, do not attempt to adjust your dial. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. It's your boy Big Vern. This is App Stupid, the fastest growing sports and entertainment show on these YouTube streets. You're welcome. Holla at us. Yeah, holla at us. It's your boy Big Vern out here staying on it, getting after it on a foggy Monday morning here in the Midwest. We got a high of about 70 today, so we're going to enjoy that. If you're just joining us for the first time, welcome. Make sure you hit the subscribe and like button as we continue to keep putting on some of the freshest content on these internet streets. I'm your favorite podcaster. I'm dope in real life. So we covered Alabama. They beat the brakes off Georgia in the first half, and then in the second half, for some odd reason, they did not lay on the ball, make it ugly, run the ball, game the clock. They let Georgia back into it, where in the fourth quarter, Georgia even took the lead. That could have been very disastrous for Alabama. And like I said, you don't go ahead and treat a Kirby Smart team like that, even though I was critical of Georgia, saying that I didn't believe in them, and I still don't. But they play with a lot of pride, and they're not going to let you go in here and just walk all over them. So talked about that. Then we talked about Louisville. Louisville lost to Notre Dame. Marcus Freeman in the bunch. They took round 2. Now we got ourselves a rivalry. We got a rubber match next year, L&N Stadium in Louisville, Kentucky. Let's see it. So from that, we go out to the Big 12 for the marquee matchup that we had listed in our Big 4 games of the week, and we did not disappoint. Survivor Series Saturday. This thing was not even close, and they actually had Kansas State picked to win this game, but it was by a small margin. Now, you all know that we have been covering Alan Bowman, talking about him as one of our quarterbacks of the week, of week 4. I think he's been on the list since week 2. But looking at his play and how he's come along, one guy that we have never covered, and it's not that we haven't covered him because Avery Johnson isn't good, and that's the quarterback from Kansas State. It's not saying that he's not good, but the Wildcat quarterback, he just knows how to win. He knows how to win. It's not flashy. The only thing he looks small as hell. He's not even 200 pounds. When I say small, that's what I mean. I don't mean that he's short. I just mean that his frame isn't very football-like. There's hair everywhere, but the Wildcat quarterback just knows how to throw that ball around and win. He's got stats that's not going to blow you out of the water. They're 4-0 right now in the Big 12. They could actually run the table. I was a person who said that Oklahoma State in the Big 12, because of Texas and Tennessee leaving. Texas and Oklahoma leaving the Big 12, that Oklahoma State was the heir apparent. I had it wrong. I had it wrong. And I'm not going to sit up here and, try and justify me being wrong about it. But Avery Johnson, he just knows how to throw that damn ball around. 31 throws for him. I feel like that's not in his skill set. He is a 20 to 25 throws kind of quarterback. But when they put him out there and they put him to the test, 19 to 31 for 259 and 3 touchdowns. This dude was all over the place. And it's 21 to 13 at the half. And then out of nowhere, they just explode in the third quarter. It was like, wow. Can Oklahoma State do anything to stop them? And it didn't really seem like it, because not only did they put up 259 through the air, they broke 300 yards rushing on Oklahoma State. I've never seen that this year. I've never seen a team put up 300 rushing yards against another team in college. I came close when Oregon played Boise State. And again, that's because we cover sports here. But I've never seen 300 on the ground. Give me a quick 20 from a rap album we're promoting this month. This your boy Big Vern. Drop the spot. I know you ain't gonna believe this, but we got another rap album we're promoting this month. LL Cool J, The Force, in stores now. Get it where you legally consume music, whether it be Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My favorites on the album is Spirit of Cyrus, Saturday Night Special, Black Code Suite, Passion, and The Vow. Many more. LL Cool J, The Force, in stores now. Yeah, shout out to James Todd doing his thing. Really good album. Make sure you go and get it. LL Cool J, The Force, in stores now. So looking at Kansas State, the Wildcats, DJ Giddens was a man possessed. 15 touches for 187 yards. That's an average of 12 yards. This dude averaged a first down every time he touched the ball. I'm like, what? Not only could you line him up behind quarterback, you can also put him in space because he actually caught a pass and ran for 22 yards. I mean, that dude was doing anything he wanted to. Now, is he NFL material? I don't know. He's 6'1", so he's not really tall. He's got the weight on him at 212. I'm sure if he went to the combine, I mean, some guys just know how to play, but he's lightning fast. He's lightning fast. And then again, not only does Avery Johnson throw for 3 touchdowns and 1 interception, going 19 of 31, he also pulls down the ball, calls his number 5 times for 60 yards and 2 touchdowns. Again, he did anything he wanted to do. The high man in your wide receiving room is Mr. Jace Brown for the Wildcats. He had 4 grabs for 78 yards and a score. That's the high. And it was just like, you look at what they were able to do. Anytime you surrender 300 yards in rushing, that's bad. That's bad. And with Oklahoma State fumbling, throwing interceptions, and that's not saying that Alan Bowman didn't have a good game. I mean, those costly turnovers, you just got to eliminate those. He's a guy they dialed up 50 throws for. He doesn't fit that. You got to stop the pitch and catch era. These dudes that they have just constantly throwing the ball, chucking. Your defense needs time to rest. If you go back and you look at that third down efficiency, that would put in that position where they had to convert the first down 17 times, but they were behind the 8 ball. They only converted 6. That defense was gashed because they couldn't stay on the field. And then when you go ahead and you get to the fourth quarter, this game was already over with. It was 35-13 going into the fourth quarter. Wow. Again, like I said, shout out to Avery Johnson and the Wildcat faithful. They got a lot further than I thought they would. They look really good out there. Like I said, Avery Johnson's a kid who's, I mean, nothing really stands out about him, but my God, does he know how to win? And he can get the ball where it has to go in a hurry. And they could be the they could be the Big 12 champions. They could be playing in the championship game. That's not a far-fetched thing. They got Deion Sanders and company coming up this weekend, so we'll keep our eye out for this one. But the good people of Kansas State, let us know what you think. Are they legit? Leave it in the comments. This is Big Vern.